Yo, Phoenix Insanity here, and we back with another guide. Today we got Piccolo. Hey, the Demon King Piccolo? No, it's the child of the Demon King Piccolo, but it's regular Piccolo. But basically, Piccolo, hey, you ain't picking up damage like you is on Goku and on Trunks. They say he got high burst damage, but really, it's just his special beam cannon and his light grenade that's doing all the damage. Now, Piccolo is really an objective stealer, and I'm gonna tell you how that works after. Let me get the quick part in for the people who don't want to stay for the whole video. So Piccolo has a passive where every 5th basic attack he throws, there it is, he throws a special basic, an enhanced basic, and that reduces the cooldown on his skills. And his big damage is going to be his light grenade, and his light grenade does more damage the further you are away, but the damage actually maxes at about this distance. So if you go way out here and you're trying to like snipe somebody off screen, it's going to do the same damage here as it does right here. So don't worry about trying to snipe somebody off screen. So what you want to do is land those enhanced basic attacks, and then let me show you. You're going to land these enhanced basic attacks, those right there. And then if you use Arm Whip or Demon Whip, this gives you also an enhanced basic attack. And those, like I said, those reduce the cooldown on your skills. So you wanna enter with your light grenade, do some basics, Arm Whip in, you get the special, and you can see on his skill that the cooldown is being reduced also on his light grenade. And you can throw Hell Zone Trap up if you want to. Really, only one of these really hit. You can also throw Hell Zone. Let me see. You can also throw Hell Zone again. I'm not gonna lie, I think Piccolo might need a buff on this passive. But if you hit Hell Zone twice, it'll come down on the second time you hit the button. And then Arm Whip. This is really good for escaping, and I'll show you that in the second part of the video. So if you vanish, you only get one vanish. You can actually grab onto people. Okay, you can grab on the people. And you can grab onto the wall. So now I'm going to turn the cooldowns off. All right, so like you can grab onto your allies to get away. You can grab on the walls. This is really good. So you do vanish, grab a wall, and then once you get this skill maxed out, you can grab really far. Like Piccolo out of there. Piccolo is an escape artist with this Demon Whip, and it's got a quick cooldown at only 6 seconds versus like everything being at 12 and 8 and plus. And then the skills you want to level up is you want to first max out his light grenade, and then you can obviously you're going to get 1 in Hell Zone Trap, and then Arm Whip 1, and then level up his special beam cannon. Okay, I didn't tell you to do that. A special beam cannon when you can. All right, so that's the quick guide. Really, you just, man, it's just light grenade, and then special beam cannon. I mean, you can. He's really an objective stealer. They say he has high burst damage. I ain't gonna lie. Piccolo is sniper. Hey, he do high damage in his special beam cannon, but really he's an objective stealer. But let's just show you the damage that he can get with the special beam cannon real quick though. So if you max this out, you can charge it up to 3 times, and then look at that. That's like 80% on Vegeta from a fully charged special beam cannon. And earlier you seen how much a 1 charge. Now the best thing about special beam cannon is that if you only use 1 charge, it actually has a much faster cooldown. Let me show you that real quick. Boom. So, and then you can actually, I'm sorry, it does have a faster cooldown, but you can actually use it again, and then you can use it a 3rd time. Hey, so that's actually pretty cool that you can use special beam cannon up to the 3 times. That's what I meant, but it does have a quicker cooldown because only part of it has to come back for you to get that 2nd charge. But Piccolo, if you want to win a game based off of 3 objectives, Piccolo, where it's at. Let me show you that. All right, so we're here, and Nappa is here. All right, now you see this? Now imagine the team's attacking Nappa, right? The thing is, though, when you leave, they have a barrier, so you actually can't do damage to them when they have this barrier on. As you can see, no damage there. But if you got the team, there's no barrier. You charge that boy up to level 3. Look at that damage, bro. You're definitely still an objective with the level 3 special beam cannon. So I would recommend using Piccolo. Say this special beam to steal the objective. If you get 3 objectives in a row, you get big damage to their gods of destruction. And it's a really big advantage because Nappa gives you, I believe, a rush attack damage. I believe Android 16, I think he gives you a health buff. But there's different buffs that they give to your whole team based on all the objectives. And then you can get the middle objective of Ribrianne, Jaco, or whatever's in the middle as well. So that's what I mean by Piccolo is an objective stealer. So that's really what you want to save your special beam cannon for. Now, I guess since we're here, we can just talk about the cards. I really recommend just going with the cards that the game gives you. Since Piccolo does get a lot of damage out of his basic attacks because he has the special enhanced basic attack, you actually can go with the Lightning Swift or Super Snowball. Either one of these are good for Piccolo. And then I really wouldn't recommend the Giant Slayer because you're not going to be in too many sustained battles with Piccolo, but you can if you want to. Hey, Giant Slayer is still going to be a good pick, but I would recommend going with defense because most of the time you're going to be stealing objectives or just hitting people with one big damage move. And then most other attacks are going to be able to burst you down before you can burst them. So it's better that you survive. I would say go with Solid Barrier, just like the game recommends. And then you could use Vanishing Step, but you could also use the Wicked Warrior because this boosts your rush attack damage. So then you'll actually get more damage on your basic attacks as well, on those enhanced basics. So now they do 2039 versus if I take this off, you just pick anything. All right, so that was 2039 damage. Now if I do my special enhanced one, 1956. So it does about 100 more damage, but hey, I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was gonna do more damage than that. So either way, you can get the extra Vanishing Step, but let me show you what this is really good for as well. Is getting away. So you'll vanish, and then you'll use the Demon Whip to get that extra distance. This will save your life, believe me. And this thing goes far. Like, look how far this is. Like, look how far this goes. Like, you trying to get away, like, vanish, Demon Whip, there it is. But that's basically what Piccolo is. He's a sniper. He does big damage from far range, and he really excels at stealing objectives. See, you can one-shot them boys, and then basically just snowballing. That's what Piccolo does. Let's just go over here. Boom. Special beam cannon. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was gonna be dead, but I guess not. But either way, hey, that's Piccolo. All right, y'all. I'm out.